Good morning from glorious East Texas this morning. Today I've been thinking about choice. Actually, this week I've been thinking about choice. It's funny when you focus on something. I've been focusing on choices that we have. I have found it's amazing that things keep coming to me. This morning, one of the doctors with whom I work, Dr. Christine, sent me a little quote about choices. And it was funny because I hadn't been talking to her about that. So, it's just the universe brings you what you're thinking about and what you're working on. So we're working on choice today. What choices? Well, the first thing that I want to say is that if we want our lives to change, we have to change. And in order to change, we have to make choices. We have to make the choice to change. Choices are infinite. We have so many possibilities. A choice can open so many doors or close so many doors. And sometimes you want to close or open various doors. Choices can give you an amazing new array of things to pick between, of ways to be, of places to go, people to see. Choices can be amazing. So I want to recommend a little book to you that helps Claude and me think about our choices, and that is 12 Pillars by Jim Rohn. In order to choose happiness, to choose joy, to choose the things that we want our life to be made up of, this book has been wonderful in reminding us of 12 different areas of choices that we have. And boy, do we have to remind ourselves of this every day, many times during the day. You know how easy it is to react to that Mrs. Jones, who your assistant tells you is in the treatment room complaining again about her crown. Oh boy, here we go. Well, what if we made a choice to understand that it's probably not about the crown, but that's all we can deal with? What if we made a choice to show her so much compassion and so much love and so much concern for her life? Maybe the crown is just a symptom, if you will. It's bugging her. It's a little prick in her side because the bite doesn't feel quite right. And, well, we only have 20 million different bites, C-O, and so she's complaining about the crown. What if we made a choice to be just completely concerned about her and showed her how much we cared? What's going on today? What is on your schedule? I'm sorry you had to come here for this, Mrs. Jones, but let's see what we can do about it. But in the meantime, what else are you doing today? And how's it going to go? What are you going to need today? How is your family? There are so many things you can ask and so many ways you can show compassion. So back to 12 Pillars by Jim Rohn. What choices can you make? Well, the first of the 12 is work on yourself more than on your business. This seems counterproductive in a way. I have no time. Well, we'll get to that in a moment. But the reality is you can work on yourself in terms of your choices, and that's going to end up benefiting your business. And lifelong learning, another choice we'll come to, is going to make you a different person. Remember, you have to change if you want life to change. So work on yourself more than on your business. The second of the 12 pillars is three-dimensional health. That would be body, mind, and spirit. Body, we know, exercise, walk, nutrition, all the things that keep us healthy. And mind is all the things we're talking about, making good choices, feeling differently. Why do we want to have things? Why do we want to have people in our lives? Why do we want anything? It's so that we feel good. Our mind health, we want to feel happy. We want happiness. We want joy. That's why we want the new BMW. That's why we want to have an office that functions beautifully, the staff get along, and everything is fantastic. We feel good. So three-dimensional health includes the body, includes the mind, and includes the spirit. Okay, then the third choice is going to be that you make on a regular basis is communication. How you communicate, how you express things to people. I love the saying that communication's biggest problem is the belief that it has been accomplished, because so often it hasn't, despite the fact that you said it very clearly. And the fourth one then is goals, setting goals and working toward them. This has to do with choices, obviously. What do you want your life to be? How do you go about that? What goal is it, and how will you approach the goal? How will you work toward the goal? Take a minute to think how you got to where you are now. How did you get to where you are today? You went to dental school. You probably decided to practice or teach, as did I. You made choices that brought you where you are. What choices can you make now that will take you where you want to go from here? So setting goals and working toward them is very, very important. The fifth pillar or choice is time, how you use your time. We never have enough time. We don't get to have time back. We can never replay, relive, redo the time that's gone. And it goes so fast. It's fleeting. So time is an important choice in which to work as far as how you use it and how you enjoy it. And that's number 5. Number 6 is surround yourself with the best people. Choose people who build you up. Choose people who honestly make you feel happy. Choose people who challenge you. Sometimes they don't make you feel that happy because they tell you that maybe you could do that a little better. That's good. Surround yourself with the best people. And then the next one is lifelong learning. As I mentioned, keep on learning, keep on growing, which brings you back to number 1, working on yourself. Then we have 2 that I kind of pair together, number 8 and 9. Number 8 is all of life is sales. Everything is how you present to other people. And you know what? The way you present to other people ends up being how you present to yourself. If you dress beautifully for the occasion, whatever it is, whether it's the office or whether it's a party or whether it's to work in the garden, put on clothes that represent what you want to feel. If you present the way you behave, the way you speak, the way you love, the way you feel toward people, you are going to feel that way. It's for you as much as for the other person. It comes right back at you, boomerangs to you. So that's important, that you understand how all of life is sales, all of life is presenting to others and thus to yourself. And the one that pairs with that is that your income rarely exceeds your personal development. Your income rarely exceeds your personal development. Let me say it one more time. Your income rarely exceeds your personal development. Lifelong learning, working on yourself. The next one, let's see, that's 8 and 9, is communication. Did we say communication? No, I think we did. Relationships. And that's how you are engaging with people. Sorry. And then finally, we have leadership, which you as a dentist are a leader. You lead your staff, you lead your patients, you lead your community, you lead your family. You are looked at as a leader. So we have to think about how we can take advantage of that and become the best leader possible to help others the most we can. And finally, that all brings us to number 12, which is how will you leave your legacy through these other pillars? Well, those are some good thoughts for you today. Remember, it's your choice. Dr. Chris, signing off.